She's got to have trained 2 months and a sugar bowl. Spend right over there. Doesn't matter which one. And a sugar bowl. That's for the final blackout with the crate. Oh, it's here. We'll have to.
Adrian, we're going.
Okay.
Can I have the door closed?
So we'll just have to change. That was in the kitchen anyway. Yes. Who's the queue off the door? Hey!
Well, I think it's John's, yeah, John's there. Oh, your thoughts on was superb. Oh, it was great. It was terrific. I could never follow it. You probably didn't do it all, or I did.
It's very
Anybody out there, Francis, watching it?
Nobody. Empty.
Oh.
Not a soul. Even your daughter walks up in disco.
Louise on there.
Yeah, I'm just going to see if she's doing a whole record.
I like it one or two. Where's Michelle? I'm really nervous.
What delayed you? What delayed you?
Hello. Rochelle, do you want some money from us for this thing we're going to sell on the check?
I can't believe what
Because I think it's the Old East. My husband's always saying women have no sense of direction.
John always says that too. I'm terrible when I'm driving. Can't do my left or my right. I really want to drive so
Susan here in the morning then? Oh yes, it's very light. I tend to work at my desk now.
What work do you do?
I read for a publisher.
Oh, how interesting. I need to do detective.
Yes.
What do you read?
Novels mostly.
And you decide whether they were published.
And there's always a little. Yes, it works like this. Damn, there must be a teaspoon down there.
Yeah, but it's too big for us now.
What about smell? Smell?
Yeah.
Put it in the living room when you're
Bristol.
cooking. Oh, I use this fan. It's very effective.
Well, can you go away? I want to take my clothes off. Please, Lauren, just go away.
Backstage.
Yes, I would.
I didn't cut you off.
No.
She's at her station.
So where is he?
Shut up. Do you know where we are?
Are we allowed to go and sit out here downstairs?
No, just sit next to supper.
Can we go down and watch? I'd rather you didn't. This is like a performance, you see. Did that.
Brilliant.
You've got to learn what it's like being cooked up in you.
Thank you for offering.
What do you think of the cardigan? Yes. Take it away. I know my lines. Do you want your picture too?
Our families.
Oh, what? Hello,
Well, we're going to friends for lunch. So I don't suppose we'll have lunch till about 3 or...
thank you.
Just a personal thing.
Oh, it was just too late because she's used to teaching. She is a teacher.
Really straight like that.
And she was talking.
No. Well, not really, because all this building work is going to be done after Christmas. Bloody nuisance. I thought they'd like come in next week and start. Oh, there's more now. Just like I was Oh, that's soup. Oh, the lovely one of Avon. Where is she?
That's the only one you took of me, where is he?
Oh, that's awful.
You want to get got don't you? I'm going to take some more to the lab.
Which one of you or the other?
That's the only one you took of me, then, Mother.
Oh, not big. What are you doing? We're measuring. No, there's one of you, there.
Oh, yeah. Perhaps it's awful, isn't it?
Hello. That's super. Oh, no, it's not. You're on the other one. You're on the other one.
There's another one of
You're
us
not
three.
on this one. Oh, that's good. Look at this one.
Yeah,
And that one.
yeah, it's good.
As far as the smoking on.
Read some of that.
Must I?
Very well written. Oh, sometimes I feel I've wasted the last 10 years.
I know, on me, on the kids, on your house, on your sick father.
That's right. And now it's my turn. I'm going to get some milk.
Thank you, Anna.
If I take a pill now, I'll be groggy in the morning and I'm operating at 11.
Apically, what's it?
No, 2 big wooden flats.
Have you found any pictures of you? On Sunday. Haven't you seen those before?
I'm not allowed to get put. Are you sure you actually want me to say what I want to say on tape?
Are you feeling nervous?
Not really. Not tomorrow. Tomorrow I should be absolutely wetting myself. Tonight I'm okay.
That's it. It would really.
Did you fluff anything?
No,
Come on.
not tonight.
You ought to go to bed. You're
Will do.
falling asleep. I'm not writing up for him.
Francis flushed a couple of things and I found it. I didn't pick up quickly enough to save them, which
He doesn't
is
talk
bad.
much these mornings. The Gilders come in. They may need to do your room tomorrow too.
It's bloody difficult. I find that I didn't have time to think about it today.
You soldier.
I didn't have a moment to think about it at all. Not a moment. Not until I actually got on the train this evening.
We were too busy paying school fees. If we'd sent our children to a comprehensive, perhaps I could have gone to an analyst. But I suppose it's terribly middle class to put one's children first. You've never needed an analyst. You've always been in control. This is Mrs. Fernley. How do you do? I'm Mrs. Smith. Mrs. Fernley, while you're showing Mrs. Fernley around in here, might we have another look upstairs? Yes. I also wish my husband was here, but he's at a meeting in New York. He'll be back in the morning.
It sounds free.
Yeah. Then next time.
Okay.
I'm feeling
God, I
really,
think that will have to be disposed of. Not a pretty sight.
Someone open this.
There's the car's face. Go on. There it is. I'll take it to you. Where's the camera? Right. Who's in it? You've got to go back on the seat. Is that right? Don't give me nightmares.
When it, no, me. William.
so I can grab it.
Yeah, I'm sure he's a bit patient. Avril.
Thank you. It's wonderful.
Which was your, oh my God. Lawrence. Danielle. There's no sugar in it, she wasn't sure.
Yeah.
Do you have?
That light was cut 250 again.
I know. It was terrible. The blood was floating everywhere. I had to run up here and get away.
Well, you know what to do? Take the telephone off the hook tomorrow morning.
Not talk.
And not talk.
Go home.
Where's
No, where she is. She's down somewhere.
I can take my
She's talking to John.
Alright.
She said she'd...
There she is. Oh my fish.
Greta's not saying it's bad, but she said she's going to spend the evening with Sydney.
What they were saying that you were doing?
We just thought you cut your throat.
No, I was just talking to the lighting guy and the sound guy because that last they cut that
Yeah,
last
cut
yeah,
that.
and they came. They're working on a sound cue for that breakfast scene.
Excellent. I still haven't got time to change.
I know you haven't, but so I've asked them to cut in a bit later.
And I haven't got time to clear the tray and get
No,
back
you
on.
didn't manage to get the cheese off.
Do they actually?
I
What
just
the
can't.
cheese was doing there when I was talking to you, I thought, oh, there's a piece of cheese there.
I think Beryl delayed her entrance slightly.
Beryl.
All right.
Is it
Team for the
possible?
lighting crew.
Is it possible?
No, it was Team from another
All of us
line.
coming up.
So
So
we
we
did
need a
a
bit
bit.
Tea?
Right. No,
we're gasping for tea.
In the first place.
Coming up.
Just bring it up. Don't shush, please. In the first place, I was hoping that the first act could be a few minutes shorter. In fact, we had exactly the same time as we had last year.
That's because we actually
It's
missed out.
got to be faster. Oh yes, we don't get the points. When at the Bellings exit, there are so many people on the stage that don't see why there's this awkwardness because we can't see
Shall I
that
stay
Sarah and
downstage
Frank
longer?
are trying to get them off. You've got to contact each other. You've got to touch. It's eye contact. No, you're quite near each other. No, we're not.
As we're going up? As we're leaving?
Before you usher the Bellings off, the first time you usher them off.
Oh, I see. So as
standing next to me.
Sarah comes in.
The first time, not when we were...
No, the first time. And the Bellings are on together. It's quite early.
We don't see each other at all.
Don't hang.
When she
second
comes
best.
in,
No, the
when
first
she
section.
comes in with the
You're
furnace,
there.
you're standing by the
When
door.
you come in with the furnace.
Yeah.
When she comes in with the
You're
furnace,
about to
I'm
usher
with the
us
door
out.
And I immediately
Yes.
turn
When
around.
we do the belling.
What do you, I don't
So
understand
you
what
want
you
me to
mean.
gesticulate?
Peter, coffee. Give me your phone. Where do you want the other one, Adrian?
I don't know, somebody pinched mine. I don't mind. Perhaps I'll pick it up later on.
Well, I'll take these round the back and see what's left. Can you look after them?
Is there a black
Thanks very much.
Do you want mine?
I don't mind.
I would put out a nominal There's 12 in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, 17. If you put out 70 or 80 cards, it's not going to be enough.
When Thursday.
Thursday, a bit much the same. And Saturday, all being well, a great deal.
How many does it hold?
It holds 162 if all the stuff at the back's filled. The gangway stops here.
So it's about 100. This lot is about 100, is it?
12 in a row, average. Say 12 in a row. Okay.
Shoplifter before midday. Oh, you'll manage. There's the tea still hot, why don't you get some?
Paid for the 2 bras and nightie, didn't I? 2 bras and nightie, didn't I? Picked up the pants after. Paid for the 2 bras and nightie, didn't I? The 2 bras and the pants after. What a moment.
Don't stand.
Sorry, am I disturbing you? No, of course not. You're going to be on television. This will probably never be published.
Paid for the 2 bras and nightie, didn't I? Picked up the pants after. I lost my mind. It's on probation. My husband got my return this moment.
How was it?
Terrible, I missed out the first bit.
You can turn that off now.
Okay. What do you mean you went out the wrong way?
I went out through the street door, through the streetway. But apart from that, it's all right.
Let me know that chair, my dear.
Michelle gave me a cue, but I didn't need it. I knew what to do. Just quick
No, that's 1 and 2.
Bloody stupid!
How's it going, Francis?
I own the glasses now.
That's only the rehearsal. You went through the real thing.
You like doing that? Yeah,
I really do feel for painting absolutely nothing. Changes colour. The brush still looks the same colour.
Hey, Blackout 6 is next. Blackout 6 is next.
Just with you, Frank. Quite close.
This is that big moment in cabinet ever come. You won't notice me. I come on. In Blackout 6 on this one. Just movies, I think, with Ross.
And the
the rubbish bin?
There's one in the kitchen. I'll put it all
Rubbish is in the box over there.
the commotion behind the scene.
I know the lines, but my mind is thinking of the next bit. And I forget the first bit. That's what it is.
Yes, fine, I'm sorry, I said, how much time's your No, come on.
I was saying that bit, but I was thinking of that.
Is everything off?
No,
I won't be able to. I can't stay from the kitchen. It's really right.
well, at least the press will mention me. Jim, you didn't know he was ready.
Ingrid, go out. Ingrid, go out the doorway. No, I wanted you to go the other way, through the door.
Don't worry, that was my fault.
Please, can we have it sealed? Jimmy, you forgot to come down stage when you're telling us about the Alexander technique. We're still behind the Sarah went behind the desk for you, so to give you more space, you have to come down. Okay. At the end, it's much better. Yes. Okay. And you hit him and it's much better, really. Mr. F. Should you take the hat off his ears? Yes. I know you will. I know you will. And Frank, don't bend over when she's on the floor. Stand over. Later you go down to her, which is very nice. But just stand off of it. Don't bend it. Okay. Len, where's Len? Len is there. You had 2 words to say and we couldn't see you say them.
Oh,
You
sorry.
were behind Frank.
Oh,
So, we could hear you, but we couldn't see you. You'll have to make a space for yourself.
okay. Right.
Thank you very much. I really think it went pretty well. I really do. I am not at all unhappy about it.
Who will be leaving the line. And this is the main bedroom. It's a nice bathroom, but it is old. I hate that word the agents use, en suite. We took the shower in 4 years ago, and that too. Yes, a lot of bathrooms seem to have them these days.
It's gas fired.
I think the agents call it pine clad.
Carpet's negotiable.
And the junk room?
Yes, we knocked through.
Yes, en suite.
Come in. I'm afraid we've still got some people here.
We were told 7:30 would be convenient.
Yes, you're not early. The others were late. I'm sure they won't be long now. Please make yourselves comfortable.
The agents puts an ad out in the Sun. If an agent puts an ad in the Sundays with their home phone number, everybody turns up. It means they're desperate. That doesn't work. There's a lot of medical books. Must be a doctor.
Oh, lots of records too. Oh,
in the morning.
It says it's got 5 bedrooms.
There's no garage and no off-street parking.
Oh, I like the kitchen off. It means you don't have to miss the conversation when you're cooking.
I've seen their ad before. It's been on the market for months. And they've just got the price £7,000.
Melon, sorry. Right, lead on. I'll show you the rest of the house.
I think the window would be the best place.
Oh, please do.
It's so hard to find a living room big enough for a grand piano.
Oh, do you both play?
No, just my husband. I used to play the oboe. I stopped after my second child, that is. We've got 4.
It would fit very nicely here. What's over this room?
The main bedroom. You'd only keep your wife away.
Look, she can sleep through anything except late Beethoven.
John means late in his career. Beethoven's, I mean, not late in it.
Quite.
Have you lived here long?
14 years. But my son's in America and my daughter's at college, so the place is just too big for us now.
That must be strange. A bit lonely when your children leave home.
Oh, it is.
Have you found another house yet?
A flat, actually, with a nice garden.
Well, then you'll want to move as soon as possible.
We'd like to, but we haven't exchanged contracts yet. How old are your children?
17, 14, 12 and 9. Boy, girl, boy, girl.
We're rather overproduced for the space we've got.
We've been looking for ages for something bigger in this district.
Where are you living now?
Cranfield Gardens.
Oh, we're almost neighbours.
We don't want to move out of the district. Our children are so happy in their schools, and this would be ideal.
The heating is gas, isn't it?
Yes. Would you like a drink?
Oh, yes, please.
Please sit down. We've sherry or scotch. If you've had dinner, there are some liqueurs, all rather sticky, I'm afraid.
Sherry for me, please.
Patients give them to my husband as presents.
Scotch, please, just a small one. Your husband's a doctor.
A dentist, periodontist, actually.
Oh, that's interesting. Does he practice round here?
No, he's at a teaching hospital. He does some clinical work. Soda?
Yes, please. Thanks. Cheers. Which way does this room face?
I should know that, shouldn't I? I think it's northwest. My husband always says that women have no sense of direction.
John always says that too. I'm terrible at driving. I can't tell my left from my right.
Vivaldi and milk again. What's the matter?
I couldn't sleep. It was a curry.
3 lagers on top of scotch, that's why you couldn't sleep.
You were talking in your sleep.
What were you doing?
Diagrams for an 8-50 repositioned flat. I have some difficult surgery to do tomorrow.
With a calculator? You're lying, you were doing sums.
Yes.
I thought we'd worked all those out.
Not this one.
But
Mr. Martin called this evening. It wasn't the lab technician.
why didn't you tell me?
I wanted you to enjoy your dinner. He's given us till Friday to exchange contracts.
But that's impossible.
That's what I told him. But he says he's got someone else who wants to buy his house.
Oh, he's bluffing.
Well, he may not be. His kind of flat is a lot easier to sell than a big old house.
But he promised.
I don't blame him. We've been bucking him around for months.
Well, that's not our fault.
He doesn't care whose fault it is. Look, he's being pressed by the people he's buying from, who presumably are being pressed by the people they're buying from. It's his damn daisy chain again.
It's the stupid English system. I'm not spending my time here wondering whether to start the cleaning again or get this wretched van repaired. They'll only keep that job open for another month. We don't care what you choose to believe in. We never have. But the words do matter. In the beginning was the word, wasn't it? Well, that's not anti-American, is it? Do you seriously think that if Jesus had sent the office memos to the disciples, that we'd have ended up with the Gospels? Would the parables have survived if they'd been written in corporate gobbledygook? Oh, can't you see you're being turned into an earnest, sanctimonious ninny? Do you really want to be born again? Wasn't once enough? It's okay, Ben. I'm not going to send this. There are still people looking around here.
I'm rehearsing.
Lunch is ready.
You're still the best organised person I know. Not tuna fish salad again. And let's have a drink.
There's only a very little sherry left, but there are some sticky liqueurs.
The Christians give Frank as presents. A sherry would be fine.
Go with lunch. One each.
One's for tomorrow.
Don't you mean tonight?
I have to go out tonight. What's in the fridge?
What are you rehearsing?
A telly. One of those endless courtroom dramas.
Good part.
Not bad. There are two women's parts. A barrister and a shoplifter who drinks. And guess the casting. Cheers.
Cheers.
Read any good books lately?
No.
Poor dears, they're all going to be so disappointed. I'm not sure I could sit in judgment like that.
I'm not judging them. I'm only judging whether my employer should publish them or not.
Who writes them all?
Sometimes it seems like half the population. I think it's home therapy. Cheaper than an analyst.
Do you mean I should write a book?
No, not unless you want to.
No. Let's open a bottle of wine.
All right. I'll get a screw now. A corkscrew. Let's eat as well. I've got some reading to do.
So I didn't. And at 30 I panicked. Not much of a career. No husband. Felt left out. Married a doctor because you married a dentist. For a while I accepted your standards. Gave up everything. What's the matter?
Matter?
You're not fighting back.
No.
Why not?
After a Valium and some wine, you don't seem quite so impossible.
No, you took Valium.
Oh, I didn't till we started this moving business. Go on.
Go on.
Yes, it's very interesting.
That's because it's all about you.
Yes. I could never afford an analyst. We were too busy paying school fees. If we'd sent our children to the local comprehensive, I suppose I could have had an analyst. But I suppose it's very middle class to put one's children's education first.
You've never needed an analyst. You've always been in control.
Me? In control? With the kids, this house, Frank's career? Oh, you're joking. That's why I want to move, so that I can get in control again.
In the dark, in the daytime. I do hope I'm not pushing you out.
No, not at all. I was just finishing my lunch. It's a wonderful kitchen, Mrs. Family.
And I love the garden.
Oh dear, I'm sorry. I've interrupted you.
I'm sorry, I've been here far too long already. It's just that one rarely sees such a lovely house. This is Mrs. Burnley. How do you do? I'm Mrs. Smith. Mrs. Gladwin, while you're showing Mrs. Burnley around in here, might I have another look upstairs?
Oh yes.
I do so wish my husband was here, but he's at a meeting in New York. He'll be back in the morning.
I'm the one who said, if you'd like to go back.
Oh, no, she knows her way around. She's been here for ages. Why don't you go and look at the kitchen and the garden? I'm sorry, but it's in a...
Oh dear, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Sorry, what about?
I'm talking too much. I know I do it. I can hear myself doing it. I suppose it's being on my own all day now. John says I ought to get a job, even a part-time one, be with people. But it's easy for him to say that.
Yes, I know what you mean. I talk to myself sometimes.
But at least you have work to do. I mean, you have to read. I used to read a lot. Even used to go to French conversation classes. But a small house gets in such a mess with 4 kids. I seem to spend all day cleaning it. I know it sounds silly,
No, I know. I'm sure we all do it. It's easier in a bigger house. When the children were here, we used to just shut doors on the mess.
Of course. Your children are off now. That must be strange. At least mine still come home every evening.
Yes, one seems to have devoted most of one's life to one's children and one's home, and then suddenly, it is strange. Would you like a drink?
Oh, why should we stay?
I'm sure you need one. I know what hell house hunting is. Sherry, just a small one. I read somewhere that the 3 most traumatic things that happen to ordinary people are bereavement, divorce, and moving house.
Thank you. Aren't you having one?
No, I had one just before lunch. If I have more, I'll sleep all afternoon and I've still some reading to do.
Cheers, then.
The upstairs is perfect. Yes, well, as you've seen everything now, twice. I persuade my husband to come when he gets back from New York. What was it, Geneva? New York. It's so seldom one sees such a well-kept house, isn't it, Mrs. Burnley?
Yes, it is.
With people dropping in unexpectedly. It looks as though it's always terribly tidy. I've been looking for months for something with 5 bedrooms.
Yes, I have too.
We're desperate!
I told Mrs. Fernley that we would wait 24 hours for her offer.
Oh, you did you? Just like you told the Davidsons and the Cullens. The bloody Furleys are more of the same.
But they have friends who want their house.
And their friends have got a house to sell too, haven't they? And you don't think Fernley won't mess us around forever? He's a civil servant! Department of Education. They change their bloody minds every 10 minutes about how to teach our kids maths.
I trust the Fernleys.
It's not a question of trust. It's a question of the Fernleys' unknown friends selling their house.
But they live in Skegness.
Oh, really? In the middle of a field, I suppose, or on a park bench.
Well, maybe it's easier up there.
Oh, has there been an economic miracle in Skegness? They've struck oil, banned Japanese car imports.
Mrs. Fernley was here this afternoon. I felt very sorry for her. She's going through exactly what I went through 5 years ago, only with twice as many children and in a smaller house. I feel they have more right to live here than those.
No one has a right to live anywhere anymore. Don't you understand we're selling our house, not making a donation to the women's movement?
Oh, you have no feelings about people, about a house. We've lived here for 14 years. We've made it what it is. Don't you care who lives here now?
No! I used to 6 months ago. Now I don't care. It's turned into a sauna and massage parlour.
You've got bad breath.
I'm not surprised. I've been too bloody tired to clean my teeth for a week. Don't you understand? We can't afford to be sentimental about this. The bank manager's not going to be sentimental about a bridging loan. And you want that flat, don't you?
I own half this house. I will not sell it to the Belling.
Oh, fine. You sell your half to the Fernleys, I'll sell yours. But at the moment it's a toss-up between suicide and divorce. She comes to think of it, suicide might be the cheapest way out. After all, I am a dentist. I could gas myself. We're selling to the Belling.
I think we'll get new ones. Oh, that must be Peter in the loft. We wanted to see if we could make a studio up there. How are the neighbours here?
We've always found them fine.
Are they young or old?
Depends where you draw the line. On that side, they're our age with 3 children. On this side, a little older.
Sarah's a maniac banging around my ceiling.
It's the Belling, Mr. Belling.
Who?
The Bellings, they're buying our house. This is Mrs. Belling, my sister. Hello.
How do you do? I'm sorry if my husband disturbed you.
That's all right. I just thought it was a migraine attack.
Coffee?
Yeah, there's some in the kitchen.
This carpet, what's under it?
The floor. I mean, you know, floorboards.
I thought Parky would look nice in here. We've got some nice rugs to put down there.
That's a big loft, make a great studio. Big job to convert though. Means knocking the entire top floor through. Very expensive.
That's your department.
Did my wife tell you my surveyor said he could manage to come on Friday?
Friday.
Yes, this Friday. Luckily I know him pretty well, otherwise it would be a 3-week wait. I know you're in a hurry though. You want to exchange contracts on your new place, don't you?
Yes.
When do you have to do that?
Friday.
Ah. Well, I'm sure he'll get the report to me early next week. We should be all set by then.
All these formalities are so boring, aren't they?
Yeah.
Come on, I'm nearly late for that recording session. Good afternoon, Mrs.
Thank you. I'll phone when I want to come back again. I think I'll have to get a kitchen designer in to see what he can do.
Fine.
This subsidence.
But we've never had any trouble. There was nothing in our surveyor's report about subsidence.
It was 14 years ago, Mrs. Gladwin.
I was here when your surveyor went round. He didn't say anything to me.
No, well, he wouldn't, would he?
So you're saying you don't want to go through with this?
No, I didn't say that. I knew you'd be upset, so this morning I had my surveyor chat to a building contractor he knows about how much it would cost to put right. And we'd have it done after we completed. But we must take the cost into consideration in the price.
Oh? By how much?
Well, about 10,000 would be fair. It's a big job, it means propping up the foundations.
You mean you want us to give you £10,000?
Sarah the kettle.
Look, I'll have it done with the other structural changes. I've been landed with a huge bill as it is. I've got the entire lot to convert anyway.
What you're doing with the lot is no concern of ours.
I'm surprised you don't want to put a double garage up there.
Look, let's say 8,000 and I'll get this through quickly. I know we've exchanged contracts already.
Oh, you do?
I'll help you break out of this chain, but you've got to help me too.
By selling our house to you at a knockdown price?
Oh, come on, be realistic. Anybody you sell this house to, any surveyor's going to know.
Any surveyor would have put in a proper report and would not have been a friend of yours.
Are you suggesting?
Frankly, yes. You think you've got us over a barrel because you know we've exchanged contracts.
I remember I told you we were exchanging on Friday, and you've waited till we've done it.
Now look here, if you...
I'd rather not sell this house at all than sell it to you. Go and tell someone else the house is falling down.
All right. If that's the way you want it. Good luck.
All right. Say it. I told you so. I told you that that was what they were like. We should never have accepted their offer.
Shit.
Sarah, don't talk like that.
Why not? Everybody else does. They say it on television. They write it on walls everywhere. We're so busy trying to be decent. What for? So that some unscrupulous little bastard can rob us? Ooh, the bastard! Oh, the shit!
Sarah, you better take a Valium.
I don't want a bloody Valium! Why can't I have a nervous breakdown like everybody else? We'll never sell this house, it's falling down!
Oh, rubbish. He's probably just having us on.
Supposing he's right, look at the cracks he could be! Oh, I can't face any more of this, I can't go on! I'm staying here!
Never say no to a cup of tea.
Sugar in it?
Yes, 2, isn't it?
That's right. 2 for me, none for Kenny. I'm the sweet one. You won't notice those cracks at all when I'm finished.
No, the cracks are fine. The colour worries me a bit, though.
Well, it's about to contrast a bit. Originally it was antique white.
Oh, we're having a pipe repaired. A small leak. Why, have you got someone who's interested? You've heard nothing from the families? Oh, well, if anyone's interested, they can come next week, yes. Oh, I know we're cutting it fine. Goodbye.
Very wise not to mention anything about subsidence.
I told you it's not subsidence, it's settlement. We had a surveyor in who said it's absolutely normal in old houses.
Right, with those cracks filled in, no one will notice anything. Mind you, those surveyors can never agree about anything. They only use them, put things up.
I know, they say it brings the price down. John? No, tea. I've made 2 lots already. I don't think they drink coffee because it keeps them awake.
What were they doing outside? Pointing. I saw my painters yesterday. They'll only be another couple of days.
Oh, good. I'm glad that you'd rather live with my painters than yours. Didn't sleep well, did you? No. What time's your rehearsal?
Nobody should be asked if they're drunk and shoplifter before midday.
Oh, you'll manage. Tease me. Drink some while it's hot.
Paid for the 2 bras and 90, didn't I? The 2 bras and 90, didn't I? Picked up the pants on. Paid for the 2 bras and 90, paid for the 2 bras and 90. Took the pants off, picked up the tights afterwards. Had a lot on my mind. Sorry, am I disturbing you?
No, not at all. You're going to be on television. This will probably never be published.
Paid for the 2 bras and 90, didn't I? Picked up the pants afterwards, had a lot on my mind. My kid's on probation, my husband's behind with his alimony payments. All right, there were 6 pairs of pants. Christ, you're carrying on like I was going to bankrupt Marks and Spencer's.
Is it all right if I get all the painting in here?
Yes, fine. I was just trying to learn my lines.
Never say no to a cup of tea.
Whose is that?
Your daughter's.
Hello, Mum.
Jane, what are you doing here? I thought... Are you all right?
Why shouldn't I be all right?
Well, it's term still, and you don't look very well.
I can make some tea.
I'll go and see how Kelly's getting on with the boy.
All right, what's gone wrong at the village?
Nothing except I've left.
What do you mean? Why?
Because I spent this term's allowance.
But you can't have. What on?
An abortion.
Why?
Because I didn't want a baby. Why else?
I mean, why couldn't you tell us first?
It seemed like my business.
When was it?
Yesterday. They kept me in for 24 hours. Oh, don't worry, it wasn't a backstreet job. For a term's allowance, you can afford St. John's Wood. All very high tech. Most of the girls there are foreign. Apparently it's still cheaper over here.
Thank God something is.
I've made some more tea if you'd like some.
Thank you, Jimmy.
I'll take some out to Kenneth.
Thank you, Jimmy.
Pointing's going nicely. Never spot any settlement now.
Thank you, Jimmy. Why couldn't you have told us?
Why? So Dad could have got it for me on the National Health.
No, I thought we could have discussed.
Wasn't much to discuss.
But whoever was responsible.
I was responsible.
Oh, come on, it wasn't an immaculate conception.
His name was Simon, he was 3rd year.
What did he think?
I didn't tell him. I discovered I didn't like him enough.
Late for that, wasn't it?
They told me to rest for a couple of days.
I'll ask Dr. Green to come over.
No thanks.
She's had a go up there. I suppose it will look all right at this stage.
Yes.
I don't want any more belling to try to force the price down.
Just stop talking like one of those art restorers touting up a thing.
Just tell him our surveyor said it's just normal settlement.
Yes.
Is he still whistling?
When he's not drinking tea, he's driving me mad.
Oh. Any word from Gillis?
He phoned.
And?
Oh, the idiot got a message that we've taken the house off the market.
Oh, no!
It's all right, I told him that we were having a pipe prepared.
Have you heard from the families?
No.
I told you that woman was potty. The moment we finish these renovations, we'll be back on the merry-go-round all over again from scratch. And we've got completion on the flat in 4 weeks.
I know.
I'd better go up and get ready. It's down dinner's at 8.
Did you write your speech?
Yes. Is Liz in?
No, she's out for the evening.
I'll take a drink up and get ready. Do you want one?
No, you'd better make it a strong one.
It's only a 6-line speech. 2 dental jokes and the word welcome in 4 languages.
I didn't mean that.
Oh, what then?
Jane's here.
How? Why isn't she at college? Is she sick? Oh Lord, she's pregnant?
No, better. Or worse, oh, I don't know. She's had an abortion. Yesterday. She paid for it with her term's allowance. So
Oh, it's you.
Hello, Liz.
Come on, isn't that a bit shishy? You got a dinner jacket to listen to Vivaldi and drinking Rendemont.
I've been to a dinner, and it's green chartreuse anyway.
Even more
Do
chic.
you want some?
Too good to go on board, I've been drinking. Oh, all right.
Have you had a good evening?
No, rotten food and shop talk.
Yes, me too.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Nice and strong.
I found it left out. I think Sarah must have had some. The first time I saw one of those, I thought it was a newfangled soap dispenser.
Don't let me disturb you. I'm just getting some bicarbonate of soda.
Why does she want bicarbonate of soda?
because there's no Alka-Seltzer. I had some of that earlier this evening and it's giving me appalling heartburn. Seems to be agreeing with both of you.
I'm getting up. Hi, Paul.
I'm sorry to break up the party. I thought you were still out boozing with the International Gum Brigade.
I did that too.
Oh, you had a good evening then.
Well, you told me I'd be no use around here this evening.
But that was yesterday evening. It's 2:30 now. I had an earful of Jane, and I can't sleep.
Jane actually said something?
One of her social protest speeches about me.
We've got to persuade her to go back to college. One dropout in this band is enough.
I feel like dropping out. Oh God, what a day.
Me too. I made a nice mess of somebody's jaw this afternoon.
No, he comes. He's got a very good nose for it. He can smell it at 100 yards.
So, Joe, you can't get in the back bedroom. It's locked. I get it. Specially painted. All round here. The neck and the shoulders. So now when I get tense, I stop and do the Alexander method.
What is that?
Well, the basic theory is our vertebrae is this thin, delicate column, but it has to support this big, heavy skull. Most of us don't carry ourselves properly. So when we tense up, we take a strain, here and here, and you develop an arm. This is what get a book. War and Peace. That always does the trick. It needs to be about 3 inches thick. You rest your head on it. Then you talk to your muscles. All the to relax. All your neck to go free. Your head to go forwards and upwards. Your back to lengthen and widen.
Then your knees come up and away! Now, if you'd like to fill my up.
Where is it?
See, it's disappeared! Very good for the back.
James coming down. That's all right, Mrs. Cladwin. I've finished. That nice plumber of yours let me in. Explain to me about the leak. Lucky it did so little damage. I'm ready when you are. Ah, Jane, this is Mrs. Cladwin. It's her house. You haven't met her. My daughter Jane. Very nice to meet you. Mother, don't want to be late.
Is your friend better?
Better?
Can she recognise you now?
It turned out to be chicken pox. Bye, everybody.
Do sit down.
We're sorry to argue like this, but we were passing and we saw the for sale signs there, and I said to my husband, because I was so upset when I
My wife called your estate agent on Wednesday and spoke to someone there who said the house had been taken off the market. I really don't trust these estate agents.
I must give you the name and address of my solicitor.
I'm so glad. So glad. It's been a terrible week. I was so disappointed when the estate agent...
Oh, that was a stupid mistake. I was furious.
I know you'll enjoy living here.
I'm sure you will.
I'll let the agent know first thing in the morning that she doesn't send anybody else.
And I'll get my solicitor onto this straight away.
It's a lovely house.
I don't care if they're on their way in to sign. Look, Lawrence, I want to know the Furners have signed that contract before you part with the completion money on the house. I know they've accepted the survey, but there are other ways they can get the price down at the last minute.
Oh, damn. I'm sorry about that. Don't worry, it was my fault.
I've every right to be paranoid. Call me as soon as you know. I'm not moving otherwise.
Broken jaws.
Oh, no. Moving on, shut. Not if the...
Yes, of course we're moving.
Hello? Yes? Thank God for that. They've actually done it. Yes, we'll only need the bridging loan for about a month. Yeah, we'll survive. Yeah, everything's almost packed. Yes, you really must come and see it sometime. Yeah, when we settled in about 5 years, actually. Yeah, thanks a lot, Lawrence. Bye-bye. Sarah, what's the matter? Why are you lying there?
I'm talking to my muscles.
Oh, no.
I hate that word. I can't face the flat.
Sarah, we just paid for it. Look, you wanted a smaller place. You wanted a job.
That was ages ago. Now I feel I just need a pension.
Come on, it's going to be like a new start.
I don't want a new start.
How's Just Bee? She all right?
Yes, I'm all right.
Here's one for you from the office. God, the bills never stop.
It's the last break.
Yep.
Just the garden stuff then.
Fine. About a job?
No, oh dear. You never did find those pages, did you?
No. Pages?
From that manuscript.
Oh, God, no.
They forwarded me a letter from the author. Dear Sir, I sent you my novel Away Game in the strictest confidence. I cannot understand, therefore, why I've just received the first 5 pages from the British Dental Journal with a rejection slip. Reading, we are not in the habit of publishing fiction, let alone pornography. However, we're very interested in your article, Recent Research into Blood Control. Are you a dentist? If you would kindly send us more information, we will be happy to publish it.
We're just about ready to move off now.
Fine, we'll see you there. Well, that's it then.
Ooh, completion. It's as awful as it sounds.
Well, take a deep breath. Come on, let's go. You don't forget your books. You might want to lie down at the new place.
Look, they've put the sold sign up already.
Don't waste any time, do they?
We suffer, and they get all the publicity.